In the previous video, we learned about logarithms, and we saw some examples where the logarithms were whole numbers, and the last example, actually, a logarithm turned out to be a fraction. And in fact, it is possible to extend the range of logarithms to the entire set of real numbers. Now, of course, calculating a logarithm that is not an integer is difficult to do by hand, but it's easy to do with a calculator. All calculators, scientific calculators, will have an log button on it. And before I do some examples of that, I need to tell you about the difference between common logarithms and natural logarithms. Logarithms to the base 10 are known as common logarithms because before we had electronic calculators, logarithms to the base 10 were used very commonly for calculation. And because the base 10 logarithms were so commonly used, in those days the word log was interpreted to mean log to the base 10. So if you see log without a subscript, then we're going to assume that the base is 10. Okay, so let's do just a few more examples of that. 10 to the fourth power equals 10,000. So without the subscript, we write log 10,000 equals 4. There it is. Remember that log without the subscript, base 10 is assumed. 10 to the negative 2 power equals 0.01. So therefore log 0.01 equals negative 2. And 10 to the 0.301 power is equal to 2 approximately. Therefore log 2 is approximately 0.301. And natural logarithms will be discussed in a later video. So now let's do some calculation of common logarithms. Your scientific calculator will have an log key on my little Casio. The log key is right here. So I want to find log 6, for example. On my little Casio, I'm just going to press log 6 equals, and that's all there is to it. So log 6 is 0.778 approximately. Okay, now remember that this is an exponent and the base is 10. That means I should be able to raise 10 to the 0.778 power and get 6. Okay, so I'm going to do that. 10 raised to the answer that I just got. The answer is 6. Okay. Okay, log 60. Log 60. 1.778. Log 600. 2.778. Are you noticing a pattern here? What do you think log 6,000 is going to be? And let's try a different one. Log 3. 0.477. Log 30. 1.477. Log 300. 2.477. What do you think log 3,000 is going to be?